Hello and welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yes, we're on the ball. Well, we're not on the ball, we're on a chair. But we're ready to paint. And I've got my paint ready. Got my paper all ready and set up. And my brushes are happily in the water. Let me just show you something. I'm using quite a wide bowl, so the angle of the brushes in the water is quite flat. So your brushes, if they're going straight down in the water, then they tend to get the ends get squashed. These are at an angle, so they don't get squashed like that. So, just a little tip. Probably already know things like that, but if you're a beginner and you haven't come across that issue, then you wouldn't know. So I like to give all the information that I can think of to help out. It's my duty as a YouTuber. So I'm getting some ivory black and some white. The black is a watercolour, the white is a gouache, and the reason I use gouache is to make the paint opaque. Well, I need it opaque because otherwise, when I put it on my page, if I just use watercolour, you get transparent colours, which is good. But also you might need something that's not transparent, such as opaque colours like this. And that is exactly what this is. It's more of an opaque. I mean, it's still transparent a bit. I'm going to need a bit more water to get it to move a little bit. Moving a little bit. So I want this to be grey. It's a grey sky today. If you live in England, you see quite a lot of these. It's not as bad as people say, actually. You get some nice weather sometimes. It's not always raining. It's just sometimes you do get spells of just rain. And sometimes, like today, you get nice sunny weather. And I've got this old wooden boat that I bought from a second-hand shop, and I bought it because I wanted a boat for reference, and I considered making one, and then I thought, well, I can't make boats. So then I ended up going to this second-hand shop, and I saw it, and I was like, ooh, perfect, a boat. It looks like something someone would probably have on their dresser or something. I don't know. It looks pretty good though. So I put it on the side, and I've been looking at it as the sun goes down and it hits it, and I've been taking pictures of it when the sun's hitting it different ways, and I've got a really nice picture of it. Well, I've got a few now. I'm gonna have to choose which one to paint. So I have to paint one of them. I might do that on the next one. Well, I might paint it a few times, do different colours, different ideas. I could even paint it actually on the sea. Use it as just a reference piece. Piece. This is a very grey painting, very grey. I've got some, what we need. So we've got a load of buildings here. I need to decide how far out I want them to come. And well, I was probably thinking at the top there. Yeah, maybe there. Maybe I'll have it there. Let's just let's get the other brush. And some dark grey. So we've got one of them sort of there. We'll improve the colour in a minute. Yeah, I think that's about right. And there's a great big chimney there. So I think I'll start with that. And then that means there's that to there. This is where the other side of buildings are. And that's going to take us to about here. Something like there. So we're about like there. Let's grab a little bit more of this colour and start bringing it across. Just take that up a little bit. Something like that. Just get rid of that dark line, sort of blend it together. Okay, so we've got a basic idea. Just to make it easier for myself, I could sketch a bit more in. So we've got like this building. It goes, well, we've got this. And then we've got a building behind it that goes there. And that's quite dark as it goes in. Here there's another building that goes, yeah, that's in line with that. That angle's a bit more like that. There's a building behind this, sort of chimney that goes there. Well, let's goes further down to this. This has got a... It's quite weird actually. This is why I took a picture of it, because of it being so unusual looking. Got this roof. Got that there. There's like a wall there. So we've got this coming out. This goes inwards. It's very strange. This building's here. This goes inwards there. And you can still see some of this here. Sort of lighter. Well, this is a real complex situation I've got going on here. There's all sorts of... It's very strange. We've got like a greeny brown. We've got a basic idea of it all, but it is very complicated. Complicated for me anyway. But the more I do, the less it becomes difficult. This is the idea of why I'm doing so many paintings at the moment, is I want to increase my skill level a bit. And the only way you can get better at something is by doing it, isn't it? So, need to do more. So let's have a look at this colour. It's nice, but it's not dark enough. A bit more black in it. You can see like a change in this chimney. I'm going to get a bit more brown. Brown and black. Brown, black, green. Sap green, that is. Right. Sap green, burnt umber, ivory black. Go a bit darker. See if we can get it a bit closer on this side. No, not dark enough yet at all. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not quite there. Get some almost black to put in some of this down this area. Can kind of blend some of that away, and then some of these shapes. We've got a roof here. It's got a bit of a greeniness to it. And then there's another roof here. So let's think about this, because that's in line with that. And then we've got another one that's above this, about there. I think it's about there actually. Gonna get a bit of blue and black instead, but it's about there. How far out is that? It's not actually quite far out enough, it should be more like there. And then, well, yeah, there's this, which is quite dark. It's a bit of a dark point here as well. I don't know what that is. Put it in anyway. There's a light there. Some of these windows. Just sort of quick strokes to indicate. It's strange how that window goes in. Weird. And then there's a doorway there. Yeah, and there's this building behind this building. Oh, this is more like it. For some reason my brain just couldn't get where that was. Sort of like that. Right. There's even another building in front of this one. Like there. Right. And, no, we're getting somewhere now. We're getting somewhere. A bit more of the green. Green and black and brown. I'll put this area in. This goes like that. That sort of goes inwards. There's a door there. So this is like a one block here. It's a nice little port area. Very small. And that goes up there. It comes in. There's a bit of a fence. There's a bit of a fence along here. bit more of a... So I'm just throwing in this. It's just green, black and brown. Just green, black and brown. Now this size and this size matches, so... Sort of thing I do when I'm sketching, trying to get something about right, is I'll measure things with things. So I'll look at like the distance of the top of this building and then sort of go like this, and then think, well, how big is this? And kind of match things up in that way. That's the way I find. Whoa. My painting was going for a ride then. Uh-oh. That's not good. I might have to put something underneath to try and stop it from sliding off. And then we've got this bit, and this bit's here. It's mostly dark here though, so I'll just darken it up. This is going to be a real challenging painting, in that there's quite a lot of detail and different things, so definitely I'm not going to rush this one. And you don't want to be rushing paintings anyway. I know especially if you're painting outside, in the midst, you do end up rushing because the light's changing all the time. But when you've got the luxury of having a reference picture that you can use, and you can just sit there, relax, and just paint, then I don't have to rush as much. All I think about is how long my video is going to be. And I think, well, I don't want it to be really long, but at the same time, I need to make sure that it looks alright-ish for myself. Because I want to improve, like I was saying. It's a good thing to use your colour. When you've got some colour on your brush, use it everywhere. I tend to do that. So you got it, and you can just start throwing it around. Might as well use it as much as you can, and then you can move on to another colour. Like all this guttering. There's gutters everywhere. Gutters everywhere. Okay, so this is quite dirty, this one side. I suppose the weather hits that end more, and then it gets lighter. What I might do now is start massing in. God, this is dark here. A bit more dark here, around this area. really focusing on these sort of things. Some bit of building here, but it's quite dark. Building that up a little bit. This building over here, to me, a lot of this has a blue hint to it as well. A lot of this stonework. Bit of ultramarine blue. In with a black. I'm going to try it anyway, see how it looks, because I think it's not bad. I'll let it be quite broken like that, so I think that'll work. Yeah, that's not far off actually. Bit of light there. Bit of light on the top of this. There's a bit of light there. Bit of light on this building here. And we've got this chimney. So there. And there's also a few chimneys here. There's one there, and there's one there. Right, now we can start lining this bit, because that building should be lighter than that. Bit of a light spot on the line of the top of the roof. It's quite dry, the brushes, so that's why I'm getting this sort of broken colour. Which is a good thing. That is what I want. Next bit, oh yeah, there's this over this side. Might put a little bit more blue in it. Grey it down a bit. Oh, I put the door in the wrong place. I don't know why I put the door here. That's a bit weird. Yeah, it's not there. And this gets light there. There's a bit more light on the edge of that. So I get a little bit more white. Dull it down again. So I don't want it to be white. Get that edge done. And then I can lighten some of this. looking at areas that need lightening, areas that don't. Okay, now what I could do with doing is blocking in this. Block that in. And I could put this in as well here. Might put that in sort of a about there. Keep it fainter than what I've got because I don't want it to be light. Don't want it to be darker because then it'll stand out a bit too much. It wants to be about there, I think. About there. Using that same colour, I'll put this as a building here as well. But yeah, I want it to be faint. This is just me thinking what I want. I might have a boat like this behind there. There's a mast. Maybe there's another one there. Another one. Because what I always do, I always think about what I can change to make it more like what I want. This sort of reminds me of like a movie. That's why I like the picture of it. It looked like a good set for a film or a TV show. It had a lot of it's got a lot of drama to it. That's why I liked it. Like a movie set. Some really cool story going on. Right, let's paint this up. Paint this house quickly. Good if you could paint a house this quick, wouldn't it? Get some blue in it as well. Okay, and it goes all the way to about there, I think. About that anyway, about to there. And the roof is quite dark, so I'll keep that going. Bit of green in it. You always get a little bit of moss and stuff on these old roofs. Okay, now maybe there's a bit there. Okay, quite like that. Now, oh yeah, the doorway. I need the doorway. I might need some more ivory black. I'm just picking up a little bit of the dark, but it's vanishing fast. It's quite a big doorway, actually. I've just noticed there's some, you can see some steps sort of there. Okay, something like that. Now, I want to paint in some windows. I just noticed as well at this roof. There we go, that's better. Some things are not showing up still, so I'm just going to repaint them. A little bit of light. Okay, now I want to develop. This chimney isn't on there either. Alright, let's paint in the windows. So I've got a few windows in this building. I'm going to get a bit more ivory black. I'm just using the watercolour ivory black. And I need some more blue. I need more ultramarine blue. It's one of the colours. I think I probably use these colours the most. The blue, the brown, the black, and then probably a yellow. And then some sort of a red. That's probably the colours that I need for most paintings. And a white, of course, but yeah, colour-wise, that's what I really use the most. Because when you first start painting, you think you need loads of paints. You don't really. I know you don't. These art shops, they can't fool me anymore. Right. Let's start putting these windows in. So we've got a window here, a window up below it, so that's one there, there's one there, about like there, one underneath there. Get it about right. There's a window there, and there's one there. And there's another window here, which is in a bit of a weird place because it's not in line with those, so that's a bit strange. There's a bit of a sign there, and then there's a doorway. Would it be there? about there. Which has got a little bit of a canopy thingy on top of it. Something like that. And there is, in fact, a light on in this window. There is a light on in there, so let us start with. I want to lighten the wall a bit first. A little bit of blue. My plate's a right mess now, look. There's stuff everywhere. But I'm getting some ultramarine blue and some white. And I want to lighten this wall on this house, or this place, a bit more than it is. What will happen is, I might change that. I might just have just a door without the fancy front to it. I just want a normal door. Like that. Looks pretty cool. A bit more light. Something like that. Now what I can do is, there's a bit of light. Let's do that now. Shall I get a bit of Naples yellow? So I haven't used it yet. Whoops, drop the lid. Bit of cadmium yellow on my brush, just a little bit, and some Naples yellow. We'll put in our light. There's a light on there, and it lights up that place. Like that, and then I can blob the light on again. There we go. So we've got that going on in there. Get some ultramarine blue and black. Ultramarine blue and black. I can put these windows. Make them look a little bit better, a bit more detail. This board here. And then I wanted a door. Have the door there. Something like that. And we've got there's an old sort of a yellow ochre type, sort of a dirty yellow, dull yellow, it really is. Box here. I'm actually moving it. It was in the way of the door. But the power of painting, eh? We can change things. We can move anything we like. This old box, I'll put it there. There's a bit of a tarp on top of it. Some yellow ochre and some white just to and some brown just to make it available to see. And we've got a nice green. There's a nice greeny sort of a greeny bluey colour. So what I'm getting is a bit of blue, bit of green, bit of yellow, maybe a bit more blue. Where I can see the ground here. It's lit up by the sky. Behind there and along here. There is actually a bit more light on this area. That's not just fully dark. There is steps here. So I might be able to indicate some. Grab a bit more of the green into my colour. I can put in these plants that are growing there. Just a few indications of stuff growing. Using that green. There's even there's a ladder there. So there's a ladder. We can see light on the ladder. Sort of lean up against this. I have to say, it looks ancient. Just let that sort of melt away a little bit. Now, I want a bigger brush. remember doing that. Just getting a bit of blue and white and black because of this roof. Need more black. There we go, and that roof as well. Put a little bit of light on that door. What I might do, tiny bit of Naples yellow. Put a little bit of light in the door, up there. So there's light coming in there from that room. Yeah, quite like that. And I want a fence. I'm looking at too many details. We want to block in the bottom part first, because the bottom has like a bluey brown look to it. It's getting a lot of reflected light. A lot of reflected light from the sky. Okay, there's a bit of a bluey light, bluey white, sort of bluey white light, and then some of the areas that's where the water is. Muddy area. And there is actually a boat down there as well. So, we need to paint it in. Very dirty white. Yeah, we've got like a dirty grey. So I want this boat to be about that big. So it goes from about there. It's on its side. To about there. Like that. It's got an almost bluey black underside to it. Really dark. it's got some like poles. Quite a bit of shadow underneath. That light, I mean, as that starts to disappear a bit. Oh, there's a little red. Well, let's get the white on first. There's like a little light, a little bit lighter in places, like along here. And then in here. There's like a bar. And there's another one that you can see sort of there. And there's a little red boy just hanging off there. And there's another boat. There's another one that's going this way. And it goes zhut, zhup, zhup. Not like that. It's funny because I used to, I'm not saying I'm the best drawer in the world, but something like this I wouldn't have been able to do not that long ago, really. It would scare me. Anyway, here's a boat. Bit of shadow and stuff. Shadow along there as well. It's more mud. There's more mud and stuff down there. There's more of it. What I think would be nice in amongst all this is, oh yeah, I haven't quite finished the top part. Yeah, there's a few little details that I haven't quite done. I need to just add a few detail in, and then I think I'll call this one. There's always more that you can do to paintings, though, isn't there? You can always find something. One of them is, there's a bench here. Bit of a bench. And there's a pipe that goes down there. There's another one. I've almost got that one there. There's a thing on the wall there. It's a cable. There's a cable going along there. It's just a few like little details that you can put in. Oh yeah, there's that light that I want to do. It's right there. Tempted to turn the light on actually. Light there. Bit of a thing there. A window there. A thing there. This fence. Turns into bars then. Well, it does now. Stop people from falling in. Get some of that bluey light colour. Bluey whitey greyish colour. And we'll put in some little light in these bars. Okay, now there's a few marks on the roof, like light marks. There's more light on this roof than that one. But yeah, I think we're getting somewhere. I think we're at a point where probably probably nearly there, aren't we? There's some random shapes That's all I can see. There's so many though of things, like weird shapes and things. And, I'll tell you what I have missed. I've just seen there's like a dark bluey there's a window there and there's a door there. It's done in like this blue. I might add a bit into this door. Yeah. And this, you can see a few windows here as well. Don't want that person there. But yeah, I quite enjoyed doing this. It's quite fun. Quite a fun one. The only thing that I'm thinking is maybe, because we're at the coast, have a few like seagulls over here. A little dot. And a few seagulls there. Maybe there's something written on that sign, but we can't see it. Yeah, I think I'm just about. I'm about there. We could put more stuff in. We could have an old boat there as well if we wanted, or we could just leave it as it is. I think I'm about finished. I'm not sure how long I've been painting for really, but I've enjoyed myself actually. It's a bit like a puzzle, isn't it? Trying to work out what to do, what not to do. I just want a little bit more light on this. To make it look more reflective. That's the only thing that I'm thinking now. But yeah, I think we'll call this one finished. I'll say thanks very much for watching this one. He says he sees, so I've seen something. I've seen something. It's only a minor thing. It's just I noticed I haven't done the bit of a chimney pot there. And there's also a bit of a thing like that. So there we go. There we go. And there's a post here. But we won't bother with that. We will leave that there. I hope you've enjoyed this one. And it's one of them ones that you could keep going forever, honestly. You see loads and loads of little detail. And there's nothing wrong with spending hours and hours on a painting if you're enjoying yourself. If you're having fun with your one, then there's nothing wrong with that. It's the you sat there enjoying yourself. So there we go. So thanks very much for watching this one, and I'll see you at another one. There we go. Cheers. Bye.